Hey everyone, it's Barry here. Welcome to a new video, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to export your Nintendo 3DS cartridge games directly to the system. So here I have a game cartridge here, and it's Angry Birds Trilogy. So let me just show you this right now. You can see it's a 3DS. I don't have the Angry Birds Trilogy on here. And just to prove to you that this cartridge is actually real, I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to start it up. So you guys can see it works. And when I take out the cartridge, listen closely. It basically crashes the game. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you have Luma 3DS and God Mode 9 downloaded. You want to make sure that you have a custom firmware, which is Luma OS or Luma 3DS. So when you take out your cartridge, if you have a normal 3DS, a custom modified 3DS, it should say the game cartridge was removed. But on the 3DS, on a Luma 3DS, when you take it out, it should throw up an error. So what you want to do is you want to bring up the Rosalina menu, and that is done by holding the L button, which is around the back here, holding the down button and pressing select, and that'll bring up the Rosalina menu. So you want to go ahead and navigate down to reboot, or what you can do is just power off the system and turn it back on. So you want to hit reboot, and you want to hold start as soon as the screen goes black, and then the God mode thing will appear. So follow my instructions carefully. What you want to do, so you can see there's a slot here called Game Cart, but when we click on it, it's completely empty. So what you want to do is you actually want to put your game cartridge of choice inside of it. And you can see that if I select it, it'll freeze for a second. And you'll see that we have 3 files here. So we have privbin, 3ds, and .trim.3ds. So what you want to do is you want to hold L and press down 3 times, or all the way down to the bottom. And you want to press Y, and this will copy the files. So I'm actually going, so you want to go to the SD card, and you want to create a folder or put it somewhere where you'll remember it's there. So I actually have a folder called Extracted Carts, and I'm going to create a new folder, which you can do by holding the left button or the right trigger button and pressing Y, and it'll give you, let's see if my camera will focus. It'll say create a new entry here, and you want to go ahead and hit create a folder, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now once my camera focuses. So I'm just going to call it Angry Birds Trilogy. And then I'm going to press Y again, It's going to say paste 3 paths here, yes or no. So I'm going to hit A. And this might take some time. So, actually, hold on. So, actually, before you do that, you want to go ahead and, open up your new folder. And if you already did that, and you cancel it, you can just hit select, and it'll restore the clipboard. So we're going to go to here, and we're going to hit yes. I'm actually going to cut the video because this takes a long time due to the file size. Okay, so as you guys can see, the files have been extracted. So next what you want to do is you want to go ahead and select the first one. Actually, so you want to select the first .3ds file. My camera will focus. And it's usually v00.3ds. You want to hit A, and then a menu will appear. And what you want to do is you want to go NCSD image options and build CIA from file. And what that's going to do is it might take a bit of time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. So now the CIA has been built. So now what you want to do, you want to hit the you want to go ahead and hit the home button. You want to hit reboot system. And what that'll do is it'll just completely restart the 3DS so it is back at the home menu. So next what we want to do is, depending on how you have it set up, see, okay, there it goes. You either want to launch FBI from the home menu or from the homebrew launcher. So how you do it from the homebrew launcher is you just go into it and you locate where it is. I'm not going to do that because I already have it on my home screen. So let's see. So you want to open up FBI. You want to go to SD, GM9, out, and you want to look for the CIA. So, in it, so what it was it was in the menu. It is GM9 out. And when you go over it, it'll say Angry Birds or the game that you selected over it. So now what you want to do is you want to hit A, and it's going to give you some things. Now what you want to do is you want to hit install CIA, but I'm pretty sure you can rename it. Now you can rename the file. Not going to do that, but you're going to want to hit install CIA. You're going to hit A. And this process will take a while too, so I'm going to cut the video. So as you guys can see, my 3DS is almost, okay, so it's now done installing. So you want to do is you want to hit OK. And you just want to exit it. And if done correctly, it should say new software has been added to the home menu. And that software should be the Angry Birds Trilogy. So when I open here, you can see it says Angry Birds Trilogy. Angry Birds Trilogy. So when I start the cartridge version, you can see it works. However, when I take it out, watch the bottom screen really closely. It's gonna say an error has occurred. And it's gonna give you an error code. However, if I take out the cartridge, the custom one that we just created. See, it says Angry Birds Trilogy. We can open it. And it'll run just fine. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.